right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 103, shifting perspectives on pressure. Under pressure. Wow. I'm buckling today.
When you're 100 episodes in, the names can get lost.
Sometimes you get it a bit twisted.
Yeah.
But anyways, if you tuned in, please do take some notes. We hope that you can take something away. Like Dumi said a couple episodes ago, I'm leaving with something. I don't know about you, but I'm leaving with something. I got the tea here. It's been a long day for me. Okay, that was a fumble there. That was a fumble, but anyways, on the day we recorded this, I needed this tea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think let's get straight into it. We're gonna be a bit I'm not gonna say a bit biased, right? But like if you feel left out, that's tough. But today's icebreaker is, how do we, yes or no? Robert Downey Jr. playing Dr. Doom. It's Dr. Doom, right?
Yeah, Dr. Doom.
In the Marvel universe, is coming back as Dr. Doom. Doom and I were actually chatting about this before.
Yeah.
I'm not totally against it. So my answer is yes. But me being a curious guy and me, just being an actor, I'm just like curious as to who's directing and how is he gonna because when you hear Deadpool, you think Ryan Reynolds, right? When you think Thor, you think
Chris Hemsworth.
There's a term for it that it's just not coming to me right now, but there's a term where like Iron Man, Tony Stark,
I know
the
term, but I also can't think of it.
Yeah,
it's the definitive.
Yeah, those definitive characters,
or the definitive Iron Man is Tony Stark. The definitive Captain America is
Chris Evans.
Or not Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. But
you get it. But anyways, I guess the yes for me. I think Doom is also gonna say yes. No.
Man, I'm here for, I put on my Instagram, I'm here for it.
Yeah. 100.
I am here for. I want it, guys. I saw that and I was like, yes.
Let's go get
Marvel.
this bread.
Guys, Marvel, man.
It hasn't been too great.
Sponsor us one day, but let's be honest right now. It hasn't been great, man.
Yeah, it hasn't been great.
Last couple of years, it hasn't been great. 2019 was Endgame. I'd say you did all right in 2020, 2021. Something like Spider-Man.
Far From Home,
and then No Way Home as well.
Spider-Man has actually been carrying the franchise, bro.
There were a few there were some other works as well that were good, but pretty much post 2021.
That Thor one was horrendous. The Thor Love and Thunder was horrendous.
Yeah, pretty much after post 2021. I think Loki was great. There was
they tried.
Captain America. Oh no, Falcon and the Winter Soldier. That was also good.
That was alright.
After that, I don't want to say too much. I'm just saying that I'm glad, bro, that they brought the guy back. I know fan service and we know what you're doing, but as long as it comes out well, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it too.
I'm here for it too.
Yeah, they've been burning.
And
you
know what?
Yeah.
Actually, before we move on, I know this is an icebreaker, but I learned a recently. Not recently. Maybe it's been 3 weeks since I've heard this. But I was listening to a film critic, man, and he was basically explaining a concept where whatever you see right now, let's say we're in 2024, right?
Yeah.
Whatever film or something you're seeing, it's something that was probably commissioned in 2021, and they started working it in 2022. Or maybe 2023, and it came out. So in reality, sometimes it takes times for things to shift back to where they're supposed to be. So yes, Marvel was flopping, but maybe this Doomsday thing was something that they began to work on maybe a year and a half ago to 2 years, and now we're seeing the fruits of that. So in a sense, it's important to understand that when a film or a movie comes out, it's not that's the social sphere or what was happening socially at the time is not what's happening right now. So sometimes so it takes time. So although we're saying, oh yeah, Marvel, you guys flop, we know that probably in the last year and a half to 2 years, you realized, we kind of fumbled the bag. So now we have to kind of try and
Yeah.
Work. That's I'm sure that's reflecting with Deadpool. And Wolverine. We haven't watched it yet
personally, yeah,
but we apparently it's 10 out of 10. What I've
we
heard
will be there.
100%.
We will be there.
That's it. With Pep says, I will be there.
We will be there. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently it's 10 out of 10. So yeah, no, it's hey man, we will literally we'll actually be there. I won't even lie. Yeah. We will be there.
Somewhere, somehow.
I want to
but yeah. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, let's get into the podcast, man. You guys let us know what you guys. Yeah. You guys let us know what you think in the comments, man. But anyways, Demi, bro, how was your week, man?
Oh man, it's been a crazy time.
Yeah.
Like generally, bro. The week was alright. It was up and coming, you know. I'd say it was alright.
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
Had a good time at school. Been doing some stuff, field trips, case studies.
Real.
Working well with my new group.
Sensational.
That is a big turnaround from last time because it was awful, guys. Now that it's done, I can be a bit more honest. Because actually, one of my team leader for this semester, he's like, I listened to like your episodes, and then I know sometimes you'll be like when you're talking about how your week went, and if you say it's bad, I know why. Cause I lived through it with you. But like, just give me a bit more detail, man.
I'm so gone. I'm so gone.
Yeah.
But I'm glad, man. Like group work can be very horrendous. Let us know how you guys think and feel about group work.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it's been busy as well.
Yeah.
A lot of traveling recently, just up and down at home, which kind of bought me time that I lost in the holidays. Because I spent like an extra week and a half here, and we had like a 3-week holiday. So I mean, I was at home for like 1.5 weeks, but like we were working, and we had like the executive leadership forum, which was like pretty cool, you know. But yeah, apart from that, it was pretty cool, you know. I can't. Excuse me, this tea. Yeah,
it's hitting.
Yeah, it's slapping. But yeah, for those of you wondering what tea I'm drinking, it's just rooibos. With I don't know. I like squeeze the honey for like 3 seconds, and the honey is like kind of crystallized, so it's not like flowing like normal honey. So if y'all thought I was like a sugar junkie, like come on. I take like 5 teaspoons of sugar. I'm joking. Nah, 2 teaspoons is where it's at. But anyways, but yeah, to get straight down to it, we're gonna keep this I don't want to say brief, but we want to try to get to the point and not waffle, you know? And we said shifting perspectives, right? Under pressure. And sometimes you have to think of it like this, right? And I'll use this for example, for an example, right? So when there's air, right, underwater, so like, you know, like if you were to take, let's say this cup, for example, or a bowl, like a bigger bowl, but let's say the cup, and you put it upside down, empty cup into like water, right? There's gonna be air at the top of the cup, right? And should you tilt it this way, the air is gonna escape this way. Right? But that's building pressure underwater, right? And that's the same thing we need to be able to do in our lives, right? We have this huge cup in this water, in this ocean of life. And sometimes, in order for us to get oxygen, the most optimum way is to maybe just tilt to the right. So the pressure, so that you can get so you can release a bit of pressure like this way, right? Because if you release it this way, right, you going forward, but you need to see what's happening. You need to see where you're going. So I hope that analogy kind of like ties what essentially what we're trying to say here, and how we pretty much say, you know what, this isn't the law, but this is what we've seen work in our lives. You know. And I think, like, to kick it off, practically speaking, I think when I really enter a busy time, what helps me is just, it's not here, but it's just getting my book, because I'll like use Notion. What I really like about Notion, or like to-do lists, is like those check thingies, and it's got like a line through it, you know. But like crunch time, it's traditional. Give me my pen, give me my paper, let me write it down.
Real close.
Yeah. And sometimes it's a thing of knowing what needs to be done and what's the most important thing that needs to be done.
Yeah.
And getting that done first. Break that first break. And you know, when people say I work well under pressure, right? But how good is the quality of the work under pressure?
Wow.
And if you're able to shift your perspective under that immense pressure, whatever that may be for you, you may find that, oh, okay, cool. If I just write things down, right, and rank them in priority, right? What's the most important to the least important, but all of these things need to get done.
Yeah.
You might just find you might come up with better work compared to if you just write, I need all of these things done.
And then you just kind of try and jump in there and figure it out. And
it's like trying to get two corners of a quarter in the same bite. Like, bro,
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro. Not even Superman, and he's Superman. I don't think he could do that.
Nah, he ain't built like that, bro.
Nah, bro. Like,
yeah.
No, I think.
Oh wait, sorry. Before you do that.
Oh yeah, no.
Before for our international audience, a quarter, right? It's literally a quarter, because I know we got a lot of Americans tuning in. So it's literally a quarter, right? Of like a loaf of bread. So you get like your loaf, like cut it in half, right? And then you cut like another half of that half, right? And then you got the end, right?
Yeah.
And then you cut that end, and then you cut that in half, and then now you've got the ends like that. Right? Essentially, it's a quarter, but like quarter, you know?
Yeah.
Or a quarter, man.
Take out all of the...
You take out like the inside. And then you put like chips or whatever, and then you like kind of make it there, you know?
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Delicious contraption.
You know, that thing will knock you out, eh?
Yeah,
like food coma vibes.
Yeah.
Like,
who knows, man? Maybe one day we'll bring one through for demonstration.
We won't eat it, but we'll show you.
But like,
or maybe
mukbang channel.
or maybe we can get Ninjas to like sponsor an episode, you know?
Oh gosh, that would be cool actually.
Then maybe we have one on location or whatever. But anyways, do me, keep cooking, bro. Keep cooking.
Please can you repeat your last, because I still kind of have it there, but
essentially like when we're talking about the quality of work under pressure. So if you're able to just jot things down and rank them in priority, and then you might find that because now you've got this like laser focus as to this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
Because according to Samuel Eto's quote, I think it's the best definition of pressure. You only feel pressure when you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And if you know what you're doing, I need to go boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah. And I remember I was just going to say that it just makes things clear. And I think that really, even for me, it helps a lot.
Yeah.
Just makes things clear. Even recently, I've had to, because there's a lot of things that I need to do, but I've had to I've had it on a list, and I know the most important things I have to do. And so that just kind of relaxes me and allows me to just, hey, that's what I need to do now. Focus on this. The rest, hey, I'll get to it when I get to it. And I think that another way in terms of shifting perspectives under pressure is kind of the way you look at it, the way you look at it. Because I remember I think I mentioned this in passing in the first episode of this season, talking about how the way you can think about it is that if there's pressure, that means that there's like something to squeeze out of. Right? So that's another way that you can change. You might not, you don't have to think like, oh my word, here we go again.
Yeah.
You can think like, no, you know what, like if I'm here, if I'm under this pressure, that means that there's motion, there's something is happening. I'm not just static. I'm not just like wasting time. Like there's something happening. Fair, it's uncomfortable. Yeah. But at least like it means like something is gonna happen to me. Like there's gonna be some growth. I'm gonna learn some lesson. I'm gonna fall. Whatever it is, you know. So that's another way that you can just shift, you know, the thinking, you know, shift the perspective. We can say it like that.
And this is why you should approach your crush.
Well,
if you feel pressure, what we call here in South Africa gwababa, which is the fear of, you know, approaching someone you like, or
it's crazy because ChatGPT actually knows.
Yeah, even ChatGPT knows, bro. Game is game, bro. So yeah, like if you have gwababa, man, and I mean, I understand. I'm not saying that I've always been gwababa-less.
Gwababa free.
Or gwababa free, you know. Freedom is earned, hey? You gotta fight, bro. Like, I know people have very mixed feelings on Nelson Mandela, and this is something interesting that Itumeleng and I, my stage partner, we're working on a play, by the way, and we're kind of discussing, just the contrast between like Robert Mugabe and Nelson Mandela and the mixed views. And I say, this is how us as foreigners received Mandela. And then she was like, but wait a minute, this is how we as South Africans received Madiba. And the question that I always ask is, if he didn't do it, someone had to do it.
Yeah.
Someone had to be that person, whether they did a great job or, whether it was politically correct or incorrect. Somebody, for us to get here, somebody had to do it.
Yeah.
Like in order for us to be where we are as Christians, Jesus had to die on the cross.
Yeah.
It just had to be Jesus. No one else. The plan was for Jesus to do it. So essentially what we're saying is that you need to be able to identify what your pressure points are. So let me give another analogy or another example to understand the concept of pressure points. So when you find with mixed martial arts or just the biology of just fighting, right? You see, in a sport like boxing, you've got the gloves. You can't necessarily hit pressure points as accurately as if you're just fighting with your hands, mixed or mixed martial arts, for example, or just the martial arts, right? Simply because of the ergonomics of how your hands are structured. If that boxing glove can't necessarily hit you on that nerve. But if you're fighting UFC or,
your fingers are free.
Your fingers are free. You can go, like I'm sure you've seen
more precise.
There's more of a precise thing. So if you are feeling under pressure and you know that if I can go, if I can hit the pressure, let's say the pressure is the human body. If I hit it here on the neck, right? And right here and like jab here and then uppercut, it's done. Right? But if if I get jabbed here and uppercut here, I'm done. You need to be able to block, fend, and make a plan with an uppercut, and that's how it is. Because as funny as it may be, and I'm guilty of this specific one. Like just posting memes and just laughing about it. At the end of the day, you gotta do something about it. Like you gotta like do it. You have to be able to do it, bro.
I'm sorry. I tried to hold it in, man. I tried. That's so subtle, man.
You gotta be able to do it, Do it. Yeah, like just like Nike, just do it, But forget Nike. We're not being sponsored by them, but how we do it here, the Progressive Athlete podcast it's progression over everything. If you crumble, under let's say 5 assignments, but then now you crumble under 4.5 assignments, celebrate that. Celebrate that, because now you are no longer weaker. You're no longer succumbing to the pressure of 5 assignments. It's 4.5 now. Levels. And everyone thinks you need to make these gigantic levels. No.
Baby steps. Guys.
Yeah, baby steps. Keep it simple. Keep it cozy.
Baby steps.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think now's a good time. Quote of the week.
Yeah, I think is there. Yeah, I think we can
see what Randy cooked for us. Was lazy the last episode.
Oh gosh.
Give us someone else's quote.
Oh my gosh.
We should probably fire him.
I think I think, and another thing maybe just to add before the quote of the week is just, I guess, learning from setbacks.
Yeah. I
guess the setbacks or the falls, that can also give you a different, like if you actually do succumb to the pressure and you don't hand in that assignment, or you don't come in on time for something, whatever it is, that if that pressure gets to you, you can learn something. I think that's the beauty of it.
Cook something,
we're learning to deal with pressure, but even in the failing, you learn. Even in the falling, you learn.
It's constant. It's constant.
But our quote of the week, which is actually by Randy. So at least he did his
back
job.
on his job.
He says here, under pressure, we often discover not just the limits of our endurance, but the boundless potential of our perspective. So you discover that you can actually do things. Not only can you endure and just go through difficult times, but you can do things in different ways. You can look at a situation from different angles. And be able to try and see a different way of doing it. And I think that, I don't know, man, that's so key. I don't know, it's difficult to say because we're just two guys in a room. There's a whole big world out there. It's just sometimes it's difficult to understand how much do people know about this. But I think that one big thing is really looking to tackle things in a different way. If you're not succeeding in what you've tried, or if you're not succeeding in what has worked in the past, because we live in a ever-changing world, right? So not everything will continue to work the same way. So I don't know, something, food for thought, not only for me or you, but
for everybody. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. But I think that's how we're gonna wrap it up in that regard. But before we go and before we run out of time, I think we got like 2-3 minutes on the camera. I think we want to be as open and transparent with you as much as possible. We want to do as much as we can to walk the walk and walk the walk, talk the talk.
Talk the talk and walk the walk.
And walk the walk,
talk it, but then walk it like a talk.
I gotta walk it like a talk it, to the bank for a deposit. You get what I'm saying?
Or actually, that's Nick's line.
That's Nick's line. Shout out Nick. But Dumi just wanted to share something with you guys so that you guys are not surprised next week.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really prepared for this, but I guess it's always best to say it from the heart. I'm going to be taking a break from podcasting, or like recording episodes, and it's the last first of all, I just want to say that the last 2 years and a half have been insane. Just hit 100 episodes and 12 seasons, and the momentum is insane right now. Like even right now, like it's just but things have happened, and I haven't been doing the best, like with my mental health, and probably the last I don't know how to say this, but like it's something that I came more to my knowledge in the last week or so, 2 weeks. But I guess it's kind of been building for a while, and I wasn't like 100% aware of it in a sense. It's not like super bad, but it's something that does have to be worked on. So
you gotta take care of yourself, man.
So I'm gonna be taking a step back. I mean, there will be things that I will be participating in. Time. Oh my gosh.
Got like 10 seconds.
Okay, but I'll be back soon. But I'm just taking a break.
So sorry to like rush the end. We just pressed on time. But thank you very much, guys. Be sure to tune in, like, share, subscribe, and we'll keep seeing you guys in the content. And be sure to tune in, take some notes, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Cheers.